So I got a gentleman here. This is, as Taylor mentioned, on the Watch People Die Inside subreddit. This is a bench press fail.
All right. I'm ready.
Let me ask you a question, Taylor. You've spotted people at bench press before, I'm sure. Like,
Yeah.
right? How seriously do you take that job?
Depends on how heavy it is they're lifting.
225. Grown man.
This guy looks pretty big. Like I would assume, like, oh, he's not going to need much help, but I would still be there in case he started struggling. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you my thoughts on it. I took a couple of years of weightlifting in high school, and like our max was like 165 or something like that.
Okay.
So it was light. Like, but you know, you don't want to. I took it seriously. Like I was like, let's get this off you.
Well, 165 pounds that falls on you, yeah, it's going to do some fucking damage. Yeah.
Oh, it'll kill you if it falls on your trachea. Yeah. But you know, nobody wants it left on them. I never thought that was cool or funny at all. It's
of course
like,
not.
Hey,
yeah.
Do unto others.
You need to have an environment of trust when you're weightlifting, because the person that you're spotting is going to need to spot you later, and like you don't want to be the guy that's fiddle fucking around.
Well, this gentleman here does not subscribe to our personal views on spotter lifter relationships.
I am ready.
0. Ready, set, play.
Oh, he dropped that hard.
He did.
He's not going up at all.
No! No! He's got his tongue out.
Oh.
That's not how I thought this was going. I thought someone was going to get hurt. We covered the whole watch people die parallel.
Yeah, that guy is a real piece of shit. Yeah, he's making the guy roll the bar down his body and like the emergency escape of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
I've done that escape.
Guy who did the ass thing.
That's why I don't put the locks on.
I hope that dude gets hit by a car the second he steps out in the parking lot.
That was
and I hope that he's like, call the ambulance. And I hope that guy pulls his pants down and shits right into his open mouth.
It's funny.
That guy is a piece of shit.
Wow, I'm so passionate about this.
That's I am too. Mean. You're
I feel the same way.
Of trust. And first of all, he's down right here. I don't know if you've ever been in a position where you are like that. When you're like, oh my God. I physically can't. I guarantee that was more than 225.
I do too. After I watched it and saw the
seeing him like this and him having to roll it down like that, like that guy's a piece of shit. What a betrayal of trust.
Yeah, that's probably 275 or something. Like he looked like a big guy, and
it's scary to get down like that.
For like
and
no,
I am not capable of putting this back up. Like at least for like when I'm benching, there are times when I'm like coming down and I have like safety bars. So if I do drop it, like it's going to come down like an inch above my neck or chest or whatever, or not even that much really. And there are times where I'm coming down and I'm like, I don't know if I can get it back up. But in the back of my head, I'm like, you're saying that to yourself as a motivating tactic. You know, you're gonna be able to put this back up, but damn, laying there, not being able to move it, feeling helpless. And then your fucking cunty friend or hopefully it was a friend or an ex-friend, not some random.
Have you had many lifting failures lately, Taylor?
Lately, no, I haven't. The entire time, or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't think if I have had to like bail on a lift since I've been using my downstairs gym here, it's been like once or twice maybe. But for the most part, like I really don't have to deal with it. Those safety bars make it easy.
It wasn't a bench though. My benches have been fine, but I had a squat go wrong. Squats that go wrong suck. Like
you just drop it off your back?
No. I was in a squat rack, so everything's okay. But what would have happened is I would have taken a header with the bar pressing my face into the ground.
You lost your balance.
It's fucked up somehow. I don't know. I like very suddenly realized deadly. I didn't have.
Were you falling? You were falling forward.
Yes,
and it was caught by the power rack.
Yes, that's what happened. Yeah, because I was in a power rack, and I don't know. It wasn't my first squat either. Like I was, a couple into it, pounds. And I guess I should have stopped one earlier. And what would have happened is the bar would have like smashed my face into the ground or crunched me into a ball that's too small for me to be in. Mm-hmm. Maybe there was with 45s on the side. There might be space for my neck in there, but. In any case,
you don't want to have to fight.
In any case, when the squat rack caught it, I was like, well, I This was a good purchase.
Good investment.
This is why they have these in gyms.
Yeah. I've never used a bench press that had the safety thing there where you absolutely couldn't have it stuck on your chest.
Oh, never?
No, my bench press has like a safety bar there, but you still have to get it back.
Yeah.
Like you can still put it on your, I guess that's what we're talking about. So it's got the regular, like, I'm going to call them struts because I don't know what else to call them.
Okay.
That you like rest the bar on.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's got like another pair very low.
Yeah.
That's like the safety one. But I still have to manage to get the bar back there out of the normal like position of here.
I think you have another move though, right? Like, so mine's like that, but it's a squat rack. So worst case, what's nice, I can touch my like nipples, but it's also spaced by my neck, right? So I would have it on my neck, and then I would just slide out sideways if need be. That's the escape plan.
So I could potentially get mine like on my trachea and just die if I were stupid enough. And with there's nothing there. I have to like bring it back to like
Yeah, it's not nearly as safe.
It's not nearly as safe. So I would never use the locks on the end. First of all, I'm not lifting all that much. It's like maybe 150, 160 or something. So like a 45 and a little bit more is fine. So I don't care if they're clanking around a little bit. It's also not like I'm doing 30 or 40 reps at a time. I can just slide them back in. And my move has always been, if I get stuck, is just to fucking ditch them.
The locks on the end are very important to me because they increase the amount of time I rest between sets.
Yeah. Let me just strut over here, take this off.
I see.
I did that.
Might need double locks on this fucker.
I did that.
You're using the ones with I'm going to use the ones with the Allen wrench.
Screw them all the way.
Yeah,
Where did my Allen wrench go?
What was the combination lock on this one? Yes. No, I did that. One of my first workouts in this basement. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it was this base, or yeah, it was definitely this one. I like loaded up like not a lot of weight on the bench, and I had my my safety rails set, but I hadn't gotten used to it, and so I had it set one lower than I should have, and so I like brought it down for one with the little like holders on, and I was like, oh shit! And I like did a little test where I was like, oh no, I'm failing, and it was hitting my chest before it was hitting those safeties, and then I changed it, and then went down, and it was hitting the safeties before I could hit the part of my chest where you want to hit to get the muscle activation. So I was like, you know what? I'll do lightweight, and I'll just take off those blocker things, and I'll lower it one so that if I do fail, I'll just tip it. And I started doing it, and I guess I was doing it either too fast or not the right speed, because before I know it, one of the rubber plates on the right one falls off. And now I'm like having to like almost pull with this one, like trying to finagle it back into the fucking thing. It was, thank God no one was there. I felt like a fucking retard. But that was the last time I did that.
Have you ever seen someone at the gym actually have some real weight loaded on, first of all, a couple hundred, and unload one side first?
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, all the way?
All the way.
Well, that guy's, and then just get clipped in the underside of the jaw by the
bar. He didn't get clipped, but everyone who saw it was like, totally could have knocked you the fuck out, knocked all your teeth out. Like,
could have killed you. Yeah.
Not with hundreds, but I've been that guy. Like when I was a teenager working, I've taken too many off one side, and it starts to come up, and I'm like, oh, let's put some back on. And
put it back. Put it back.
We need a new strategy. Yeah,
I have no idea. I have no recollection as to like how much weight it was, but I just know that it was like, I would guess 245s and then a 25, something like that. So like 180, 225.
Incalculable.
275 pounds or something like that. I think that's what it comes to. And like just unloads one side all the way and Sota! And it's terrifying because it comes all the way over. It doesn't just,
a lot of weight.
If you've just got a little weight, it'll start lifting and you're like, oh, not today. But he just slid
feel
that
it as you remove
off.
it sometimes.
Yeah. As you're like, whoa, okay, maybe not that. Yeah, you can fuck up if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. I like those rubber plates. I feel like everybody should just use those.
That's what I use. Yeah, they had a huge special on them at Titan Fitness at the time when I was buying them all, and so I got a bunch of those.
Do you have solid rubber or rubber coated steel?
It's rubber coated plates. Yeah,
are there any solid rubber?
Wide you'd
they
have
make
to make
solid rubber ones. Yeah.
How would it have to be this wide as a 45?
No. The way I remember it, it wasn't all that crazy.
I think you might be thinking of it. So Taylor has, I think, what are called bumper plates, and they're all the same size, except they're different widths. So, and that's what I wish I had. I have rubber coated metal plates, and the 25s are smaller than the 45s. And
I prefer that. The Olympic.
No,
style,
wait,
right?
no. I've got the solid rubber ones. You're right. Yeah, because my 45s are pretty fucking girthy. 35s
Really?
a little less. The 10s are pretty.
And there's
narrow.
no metal in them in bumper plates.
I know
you could drop them, but I thought
I've only seen one set, and it was like I remember in high school in weightlifting class, they were always breaking weights because people would drop them and do stupid stuff, and so you'd have to send them to welding class, and they literally weld plates back together, and it's like, well, that's not the same now, is it?
Can you put a bead on this other side?
Yeah, and the coach he's like, all right, we got one set from the county of these solid rubber plates. They're not allowed on the squat rack. They're not allowed on bench press. These are power clean and deadlift weights only.
Yeah.
Like, so they all just stay over there on the exercises that nobody wants to do. That's right.
These are for the least fun exercises only.
That's literally what he did. He made them for and I think that was so that the less responsible lifters amongst the class wouldn't be goofing around with them doing bench press and just dropping them on the fucking floor.
Or deadlifting with all steel plates and then like getting up to like your knees or waist and then just letting go.
Another thing that prevents that is if you own the house. Then you're like, I'm not fucking dropping all this weight on my floor.
Yeah.
That's when it's good.
I'll ruin my back before I destroy this floor.
Yeah. I've back at my last house, it was concrete and so I didn't care. And, throw those rubber mats down. But if you got hardwood, it's like, whew.
Mine just rubber mats on carpet, but I still worry that dropping all that would be a big deal.
I've got rubber mats on concrete, and so I'm perfectly comfortable throwing it around.
They make deadlift platforms you can buy too, like basically just big plywood with edges or something. I forget what makes it special, but some people like them.
Deadlifts just look unhealthy to me. I have no leg to stand on. I'm making an argument one way or another. I just know I happened to catch a video last night or something like that of this guy deadlifting 500, I think. And
it's respectable.
I was just like, he's straining so hard with so much of his body. And when he puts it down, everybody's like, pumped. Whoa, yeah, big man. And I'm just like, are you going to be okay at 60, dude?
Yeah. If anything, he'll probably be a little better as long as he keeps his form good, his posterior chain strong. Like deadlift is like the king.
So wait, you're pro deadlift now? Have you switched back?
I'm not really. I deadlift every once in a while, but it's not in my main routine. But like, there is enough evidence of stuff I've read where it's like, yeah, this is really, if you do it correctly, it's really, really good for your overall strength.
So here's what happened, right? One of the world's strongest men was on the JRE, and he said, I don't do deadlifts. Only do deadlifts if you do deadlift competitions. Otherwise, there's better ways. It's dangerous. It's more bad than good.
Yeah.
Right?
Talk about that
do you remember his name?
I don't recall his
Arv
name.
Samuelson, probably.
Yeah.
So Taylor was like, hey, deadlifts are bad. Pro athletes aren't doing deadlifts. And I'm there watching pro athletes. Lots of basketball guys have YouTube channels, and I'm watching them exercise. None of them are doing deadlifts, right? They're all doing weird things like resistance bands on their knees, walking sideways and shit. But no one's doing deadlifts. Genius me holds out. I keep deadlifts in my routine because 70 years of experience can't be wrong. And I'm the fuck who hurt my elbow doing the deadlifts and pull-ups. And I haven't been doing deadlifts since. I haven't been able to do anything pull until about 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I can get the same result. I'm not fucking joining the Navy or the fucking Marines or anything. Like or being a power man. Like I'm just trying to, get stronger. And I can do that with things like dips and pull-ups, bench, overhead, row, farmer's carries, fucking,
Are you really trying to get stronger though, or are you trying to look better? Like what do you care about?
I want to look better, but I do want to be strong.
Why do you want to be strong?
I don't know. I like it. Like I like being able to pick stuff up and it's not difficult, maneuver stuff around. But definitely.
Right, so here's a would you rather then. Okay. I think there's a clear would you rather here,
Yeah.
Would you rather look would you rather look 20% fitter No. Would you rather look 20% stronger or be 20% stronger? Like, let's say your bench press is 200 pounds right now. It's going to go to 240.
240, yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather instantly go to 240 or instantly just look like a guy who benches 240?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
You pick look then.
I'd pick look on that.
I easily pick look. Like the most strenuous shit I really have to do is groceries from the car, and I'm fucking awesome at it already.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. like I can't think of the last time
right.
I'm trying to think the heaviest thing I pick up is a girl, you know? And
I can throw bitches around the room now.
I really could. Grab them by the knees, throw them around bed. They're like, oh my God, you could do that. Yeah, any guy could do that.
Yeah, we all can. Yeah.
Yeah,
not that guy who had this problem with the Spider-Man thing. I bet he could barely toss.
Yeah, he probably
could. He's too busy crying in the bathroom by himself, idiot. Yeah, but yeah, you made a good point. Like, but it doesn't have to be one or the other. Like, it's fun being stronger, but the real reward is looking better.
Stronger.
Yeah, looking stronger, which I gotta do some serious cutting.
I've been working on that. Actually,
I've lost a couple pounds, but I'm about to go on vacation in the upcoming week, and I'm going to gain it all back.
Yeah.